Alright, well... That was an insane mission.
I'm now patched into your focus network.
Rude.
Great. I take it the other Zeniths can't hear us?
Of course not. And they don't know about your base either, in case you were wondering. I've sent you data on the Horus energy cells you can use against Regala's forces. Reach out to me when you're ready to acquire one.
Understood.
Horus energy cells. Okay, I need to read this. Aloy. All Horus combat platforms include EMP cells as part of their arsenals. Acquiring and deploying one shouldn't be difficult, but we'll get to that in a moment. The bigger issue is activation. Barring extraordinary circumstances, such as interference from Hades, as you experienced last year, all Horus munitions are inert, deactivated by Minerva's decryption regime during the 21st and 22nd centuries. To render these EMPs operational, we still have to skirt those efforts. I've devised a way to do so without causing unwanted repercussions, a bespoke code signal that should enable all, and only, such devices in the vicinity. I've transferred it to your focus. All you have to do now is send it out. A Zero Dawn communications relay should do the trick. I believe you refer to them as tall necks. I have chosen one for you that is centrally located, now marked in your HUD. Simply override it as you normally would, and my signal will automatically transmit. Every EMP on every Horus within a 500-kilometer radius should come online. On to acquisition and deployment. Horus units manufactured EMPs in their fabrication bays, then subsequently loaded them onto their multi-purpose appendages, or tentacles if you like. Because the cells were designed to be detachable, enabling them to be fired or thrown at enemy forces, their fittings should be quite light. The only way to attain them will be through the air, but it sounds like you already have that covered. When you reach one, it should come loose with a hearty yank, rust or corrosion notwithstanding. There is no need to prime the cell as they are designed to trigger on impact. Once you have one, all you need to do is drop it in the target area. I'm sure Regala and her minions will enjoy the experience. All the best, Hilda. So wait, I didn't realize that we didn't have the override for Sunwings. Oh, this is Tilda's mansion. We were so close to this area earlier. We were right next to this area earlier. Isn't this like, aren't there apex behemoths here or something? Or behemoths in general? We totally could have come here earlier by complete chance. But, so Gemini Cauldron gives us the override for Sunwings, and then you can ride Sunwings and fly? Is that what the game means by being able to fly? Like when it says, where's that mission? Like this one right here that's like fly to the mountaintop? You ride Sunwings? And she said we had to get a central tall neck. That's got to be this one, right? Fly over it and drop down? Yo. This game is astounding. This game is astounding. There's nothing more to say. I'm going to max out the skill tree. There you have it. Hunter and Infiltrator both maxed out. Let's get to work on Machine Rider next, I guess. I'm not a huge fan of Tilda. I don't think that Tilda, like, betraying the Zeniths and being on our side, assuming she really is and isn't gonna double-cross us, is, like, bad or anything, or, like, I don't like the story direction that they took with it. I just don't like Tilda. She reminds me of Sylens, only slightly more annoying, but maybe that's just because I had a lot more time with Sylens than I did Tilda. Maybe Tilda will grow on me a little bit, potentially. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see. Lone Wolf, go ahead and confirm for me. I'm pretty sure this next main mission is not the last one, given how things have played out. But is the next main mission the final main mission, or is there still at least 2 more? I knew it was possible that there could be 3 more main missions once we started Gemini, and it looks like there could still be 2 more. This one, and then this one getting ready for the final main mission, and then the final main mission afterwards. How do I get up to this question mark? Wings of the Tin is not the final mission. Okay, I didn't think so. Alright, so we have another main mission on our hands then. And I guess I should talk about Varl. It sucks. I mean, it's well known. I do not like character death in stories. Video game or anime-wise or anything, really. Character deaths have to be done insanely well for me to think that it was a good idea. I am of a very strict belief that characters are always worth more alive than they are dead in like 90% of all scenarios. Because now nothing can ever be done with Varl ever again. He can never show up again, he can never do cool stuff, etc., etc. And they did really good at building him up throughout most of the game until he died. I would have much preferred that he just stay alive, you know? So he could do more stuff. Killing him wasn't, like, really a necessary event to go through. I don't really think it was, I mean, maybe it gives a little more of Aloy hating Eric than she already did, I guess, because now he's killed someone close to her, like Helis did with Rost. But, I mean, we didn't really need that for Aloy to want to kill Eric. Not really necessary. Where is this question mark? Am I losing my mind? So, I mean, I'm not like super upset that Varl died. I did like Varl. He's a cool character. I gotta be honest, like, I like Erend and Katalo more than Varl. So if either of them had died, I probably would have been upset. Or Alva. I think with the recent missions with Alva and the Quen, I kind of like Alva more than Varl, too. I would rather Zoe have died to give Varl a little bit of extra character development instead of Varl dying. But, I mean, obviously I would prefer if none of them died. How on earth do I get to this question mark, yo? So, I mean, like, it sucks. I've hardly ever like it when characters die in video games or shows that I watch. It's just not my, it's just not my thing. But, you know, I don't think it's like, I'm not looking, people in chat have been talking about it since it happened. But, I don't think the game is necessarily better or worse for Varl dying. If I had my choice, they wouldn't have killed him, because he has more to offer to the Horizon universe alive than he does dead, IMO. You have to really make it where a character's death is worth more, like Rost. Rost dying, super worth dying. It adds a lot to Aloy's character and builds her up. Even affecting, and like the moment of Rost being dead to connect her and Beta together is just, that was phenomenal. That was a great moment. So like Rost's death, I was cool with and kind of thought it was the right call. Varl's death, maybe they can convince me as the story goes more, or maybe if they do more, like, reference it more in a Horizon 3, but I doubt it. But, you know, it's very rare for a character to die in a video game or a story, or in general, cartoon, anime, whatever, and for me to think that it was the better choice instead of keeping them alive. Data corruption severe. Cyber attacks by far-right anti-migrant group Purity Action Europe reversed key instructions to the city's new storm surge barriers, rendering them fully open during a massive extratropical cyclone. The resulting flood cascaded through the city in a matter of minutes, effectively wiping it from the face of the earth. I was one of the lucky ones, recalls survivor Tilda Von Demir. Oh, this is when her family was killed, right. Who was 8 at the time of the attack. My family was wealthy. We had a watertight vault for some of our most precious belongings. My father locked me inside when he went to look for my mother, so I waited there in silence as the waters rose, praying every moment that my parents would return. They never did. As horrible as that sounds, Tilda was lucky indeed. In addition to her parents, the flood killed more than 100,000 people, including approximately 40,000 climate refugees from Data Corrupted. Alright, and then I also saw a data point down here. All the makings of the next big thing, a much ballyhooed acquisition from an art historian turned technologist, no less, bleeding edge science, and a great narrative to boot. The application was called YCITT, after Young Christ in the Temple, a well-known Vermeer forgery. By creating perfect holographic scans of individual layers of a painting and comparing them to a vast library of artistic works, it was able to identify fakes with an unprecedented level of accuracy, but it was clear to sterling executives that the program's ability to match and identify patterns had broad applications outside of the art world as a tool for security, counter-surveillance, or digital authentication. It could prove just as revolutionary as it had in its intended role, which is why they were willing to sign a 9-figure agreement for it, blasting news of the deal to every outlet in the tech media. 2 years later, the project collapsed in a chaotic jumble of lawsuits, recriminations, and accusations of sabotage. So what went wrong? Who was responsible? And most importantly, what happened to the underlying technology, which by all accounts was far more powerful than the vaporware label applied by disgraced executives and corrupted. Okay, now how the heck do I get to this question mark, dude? All right, so I'm honestly really glad to hear that we have more than one main mission left. It's gonna make it a little bit better with the amount of side content we still have to do, so I'm not just gonna have to do side content nonstop until the next main mission. We have one more main mission to do in between. At least. There might be even more, but I really think this next main mission is defeat Regala, and then the main mission after that will be the end of the game. Dude, I cannot wait to see Silence again and just throw everything back in his face, basically. Be like, ha ha ha, Silence. Oh no! Ha ha ha, Silence. Who's the one who has no choice now, scumbag? I cannot wait. I'm on the wrong side of this mansion now. Isn't that right where the tide? No, the Tide Ripper spawns way more over there. I just want this question mark.
Be careful not to let this stain my hands.
Not my hands getting stained, oh no. Due to Silence, what Will Smith did to Chris Rock. Dude, that was insane. I saw that on Twitter the other day. I can't believe that happened. That was crazy. Also, I really want to go override a Sunwing and then fly, which is apparently something we just get to do now, which is insane. How do I get back into this place? I think I have to go back around the front, dang it. Do. I watched the Oscars live in Germany and they didn't cut the sound for it. I wasn't watching the Oscars. I just saw suddenly trending on Twitter. Was that real? Did that happen? Will and Chris, etc., etc. And it was like trending in like 4 different topics or whatever. So I was like, okay, well, I have to see what it is just so I'm informed. Maybe it's something funny I could talk about during stream. And then dude, oh, we're gonna set my throat. I totally could have walked in here and like read all this data before she brought me here, huh? That's interesting. But, so I saw it on Twitter and I was like, you gotta be kidding me. And also I was like, people still watch the Oscars? But why?
There's more to this place. I'm sure Tilda won't mind me poking around.
I thought I could grab that.
How to get through these vines?
Oh, so whatever the question mark is, it's a metal flower. Why can't I grab this? Here we go. I don't know. It seemed really real to be staged. It seemed pretty sudden. I mean, there's always the possibility that it could be. But it didn't come across as staged to me, but what do I know? How on earth do I get to this spot? I'm losing my mind. Oh, discovered a metal flower, you say. Where do I drop down? Can I glide from right here? Why did you... No! What? Come on, game. That was stupid. Why couldn't I pull back out my glider there? It's gonna be faster to do this. Screw off. That was stupid.
I got the data I needed to override Rip.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I don't have time for this. I just want to get this stupid metal flower and then go do something fun. This is really starting to annoy me now. That's twice the game screwed me out of being able to glide there when it shouldn't have. What are you stuck on? Come on. What is the point in being right here? Jump up there. There we go. Are they coming in here? Alright, I'm here now. Mark the metal flower. Stop unmarking it, please. I'm right back. I do not see any way to get to this stupid thing other than gliding into this opening, but the game keeps stopping me. Why is that so bright? What the?
Is this easy?
Where am I? Why is that so bright? What is happening? Now where is it? I ended up lower than it. How do you get to this stupid flower? This is getting on my nerves. I'm right back here. How do you get to this flower, dude? Did I read this one already? Yeah. Why is it so bright out there? Can I climb this? Is this breakable? No, the other side of it is climbable. This is really frigging annoying. How on earth do you get to this stupid flower? Go up. Is it right here? It's right there. Can I fall in right here? Where does this go? Where am I? No. Not there. How on earth are you supposed to get to this stupid flower? Why is that so bright right there? That hurts my eyes. Dude, I do not see any way to get to this stupid thing. What's right here? Is there something right here? Here we go. This better be it. There it is. My goodness, that is so incredibly annoying.
And the flower's closing up.
Is there something wrong with my game that direction is such a bright white? Or like blue, whatever? Like, why is that so bright? What the heck is causing that? All right, well. We got about 2 hours left in stream. There is still so much to be done. Am I ever going to be done with this game? I don't think so. On hold. On hold until the Wings of the Tin has been completed? I can't do any side missions until I go do the next main mission? Seriously? Or do I just have to, like, go back to base and talk to people? Let's go back into the base and talk to people. You have to do the side mission? That's stupid. Or not the side mission, the main mission. I can't do any other side. I can do errands and stuff, but just very specifically, you cannot do side quests until you do this main mission? Why? The Valley of the Fallen was a mission that I had access to before I did the Gemini main mission. You know, after you do it, there's no reason. The Valley of the Fallen was a side mission that I already had access to, was it not? It was the mission right here that the game already said I could go and do, and now it won't let me do it until I finish this main mission? That is very dumb. Incredibly stupid. What is the point? It's the same thing with the embassy. The embassy was a main mission, like the second main mission of the game, when all you had access to was the Daunt. That is a huge difference compared to now where I'm near the end of the game. That's so incredibly dumb. Like, let me do side missions and keep doing stuff until I want to do the next main mission. There's no reason to cut me off from them. The characters involved in those side quests have a purpose in Wings of the Ten, which is why it's locked off. But I haven't even started Wings of the Ten. That's dumb. That's stupid. There's no excuse for it. That's stupid. I mean, it's not a major thing at the end of the day, but it's still very dumb. There's no point for it.